There was an article in the New York Times about how Wall Street felt very hurt by President Obama. Their feelings were hurt. They've been crying for 3 years. Now, did he actually hurt them through policy? No, he continued to give them the trillions of dollars in nearly free money. They made billions of dollars off of that, off our backs on that. And, you know, did they get broken up? No. Was there decent regulation of derivatives? No. Is there a decent cap on their leverage? No. Can they still take all the risks and crash our economy if they want? And they'll probably get bailed out? Yes. Are they larger than ever? Yes. None of that matters. Their feelings were hurt. And New York Times reporter Nicholas Confesseri talked to them, and then he was on Morning Joe, and they had this discussion.
Donors relayed to Messina what their friends had been saying. They felt unfairly demonized for being wealthy. They felt scapegoated for the recession. A few weeks into the Occupy Wall Street movement, with mass protests against the 1% springing up all around the country, and they blamed the president and his party for the public's nasty mood. The administration, some suggested, had created a hostile environment for job creation.
It's amazing. I'm not sure I can think of a comparable swing of a kind of a constituency group or a certain community of players and fundraisers who have flipped so hard from love to hate in 4 years.
No, you see, President Obama didn't create the environment where people hated the bankers. They already hated the bankers. That's part of why they elected President Obama. In fact, if he did anything, he cooled that environment down considerably. You should be thanking your lucky stars that President Obama, under the guise of being a Democrat, wound up helping you so much and bringing that kind of excitement and passion down, not up in the country. But get a load of those quotes. They feel hurt that they were scapegoated for the recession. Wait a minute, if you didn't cause the recession, who did? Was it teachers? Was it plumbers? Was it dentists? But in this case, it's inarguable. You guys literally took tremendous risks, destroyed your own companies, and then we had to bail you out. And we lost over 8 million jobs in the meanwhile. So we're not scapegoating you for the recession. We are accurately saying it was your fault, because it was your fault. And then he says, can you believe President Obama is against job creators? No. We lost 8 million jobs. You didn't create any jobs. You're in the finance world. You create very little jobs. But what you're really good at is destroying the economy and losing 8 million jobs. Now, Michael Steele, who used to be the head of the RNC, of course, steps in and says, oh, Republicans, Wall Street, we jump in it. Watch.
Mitt Romney benefits from the fact that they now have some place to go. The love affair, the little tryst with Obama back in 2008 ended on a sour note. They were demagogued and demonized as the wealth creating class, if you will, and that was somehow a bad thing. So they were like, look, we're not going to let you beat us up and take our money. So we'll keep our money. You can beat us up all day long. We'll get with the guy who's going to be with the program.
Beat them up all day long. He once kind of referred to them as fat cats. Oh my God, as you were giving me $7 trillion, you called me a fat cat. How could you? But what I love about Michael Steele is his honesty. They're like, oh, Republican Party, we're for Wall Street. Yeah, definitely. Give us your money. Give us your money. We'll sell out to you. No problem. So you want to sell out to Wall Street? You hire the Republicans. You have a clear answer. But they're not done yet. One more here.
The Dow closed yesterday at 13,279. You see some of these corporate earnings reports come out. It begs the question, what are they complaining about? It smacks a little bit of whining that they've been demonized somehow by the White House. What's really at the core of their complaint against President Obama?
I think part of it is that this is the first time in the last 30 years when financiers, Wall Street, hedge fund guys have not been lionized. If you look back at clips in magazine stories and covers in Fortune and Time, these guys were hailed as titans, as job creators, as wealth creators. And all of a sudden, under this president, although not because of him perhaps, but under him, they have become symbols of the excesses of a ravaged economy. And they hate that.
Did you get that? I love that. For 30 years, they've been lionized. And they've been complimented over and over. They're hurt because they are not complimented for starting this great recession that cost us millions of jobs. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Oh, my God, Wall Street. Oh, you are the titans of industry. Take more of my money. I guess that's what they want.